Hello and welcome to It's Tomorrow News. I'm R. Sriram. 15 years later, remembering the deadly Joplin EF-5 tornado that changed America forever. Today, we look back at one of the deadliest and most devastating tornado disasters in modern American history, the powerful Joplin tornado that forever changed the city of Joplin, Missouri. 15 years later, the memories of that tragic day still remain vivid for survivors, emergency workers, meteorologists, and families whose lives changed in a matter of minutes. The tornado struck on May 22, 2011 and became one of the most destructive storms the United States has ever witnessed. On what began as a normal spring day, severe thunderstorms rapidly intensified across the region. Meteorologists were closely monitoring dangerous weather conditions, but few people could have imagined the scale of destruction that was about to unfold. As the storm strengthened, a massive EF-5 tornado developed and tore through Joplin with estimated wind speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour. The tornado carved a devastating path through the city, growing nearly a mile wide in some areas. The tornado remained on the ground for approximately 38 minutes, cutting through neighborhoods, businesses, schools, and medical facilities. Entire communities were left unrecognizable as buildings collapsed and debris filled the streets. More than 150 people lost their lives, over 1,000 others were injured, and thousands of residents suddenly found themselves without homes. The tornado destroyed or damaged thousands of structures and became the costliest tornado disaster in modern United States history. Among the most heavily impacted locations was the local hospital and major sections of the city's business districts and residential neighborhoods. Cars were thrown, twisted, and crushed by the immense power of the storm. Survivors later described scenes of complete devastation unlike anything they had ever witnessed. Even years later, people who lived through the tornado continue sharing emotional memories. Some survivors recall taking shelter in bathrooms, closets, and basements as the sound of the storm grew louder. Others remember stepping outside after the tornado passed and struggling to recognize familiar streets and neighborhoods. Online discussions and community reflections continue to show how deeply the event affected people who experienced it firsthand. Over the years, homes, schools, and businesses have been rebuilt. Memories now honor those who lost their lives, and the community has worked tirelessly to recover from one of the darkest chapters in its history. Today, Joplin stands as a symbol of strength and determination. Meteorologists also say the Joplin disaster changed how severe weather warnings and emergency communication are viewed. Lessons learned from the tragedy helped shape discussions around tornado warnings, preparedness, and public safety awareness. 15 years later, the city remembers not only the destruction but also the courage, compassion, and unity that emerged during the recovery. That's all for now. For more weather news updates, stay tuned with us on It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you.